start in 3, 2, 1, start.
Alright, there we go. So, welcome. As you can see immediately, we will see quite the story over here that we were going to ignore because I will try to run for my life with this run. I hope someone in the chat hopes that the Casino 100 coins isn't in the route. It isn't. I have to say, I didn't take the first possible roll here. Okay, let's actually go to course 5 first. Let's not mold. Yeah, you start with course 5 first. This is all over the place already. So, as I'm trying to concentrate, yeah, the Casino 100s are not in the route. There are like 8 100 coin stars, which is kind of a tragedy, but I rolled until I had a few coin stars given in the route. That was the only metric that I used to like reroll and kind of modify what the output will be. But yeah, so first off, I did a little skip entering that course. You're not supposed to enter it until you have 15 stars, but beating the Piranha Plants is kind of boring and it doesn't give you a star, so basically it's more beneficial to skip it, that's for sure. So that's what I'm trying to do, to go for here. RIP Casino 100, yup. I'm sure people were excited by the thought of seeing this absolute marvel of game design. But yeah, enough about that. Again, for probably the 7th time ever, welcome to Last Impact. You are going to see a lot of luck in this round. This ROM hack was made in 2016, which means that yes, later this year is going to be 7 years old. That's how time progresses. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? It's one of the first ROM hacks with a bunch of custom stuff, which honestly were basically added for the sake of adding custom stuff, because that was one of Kaz's major ROM hacks in the good old classic times when basically no other ROM hack could afford having that many good custom stuff. And that many bad custom stuff too. So basically, yeah, you will be seeing a lot of stuff that we don't see in other ROM hacks over here. However, this one is one of the classics. This is a backwards long jump. I don't know if I should explain it, but just in case, the backward speed of Mario is uncapped, so if you can long jump a lot of times in the same place, you can gain a lot of speed. And that usually brings you places pretty fast. Last Impact actually owned it. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I don't know if I explained sufficiently well what the deal is with Random Route. I mean, I explained what Random Route is, but not what we have in store for today. Well, let me tell you, it's a bunch of goodies over here on the round. One of the first challenges in general in the Random Route is actually remembering what the stars are that the script has picked, because you only get numbers, and you have to translate them into the content that you need to get. For example, I need to get stars 4 and 7 in this course, so the first big tragedy is about to begin over here. Because you see, star 7 is 100 coins. And you know what the deal is with the 100 coins? Especially in this level, they are boring as hell because you basically need to go all around the place and collect all the coins on the ground. Including preferably the red coins, which does the other thing. I don't remember if star 4 is red coins, so collecting the red coin star might not be a part of the route. That's one of the dangers over here. BOJ, big rigs over the road racing. Yeah, basically. Yeah, off walking. Yeah, that's true. And that's what we get in this course. See, the other thing about this course, one of the custom stuff, is that we have those green platforms for quick transportation. I'm going to use one. Yes, I already used one right now. They kind of help, but they have some problems. For example, they're only one directional and follow a set path, so basically you need to follow the train by using these platforms, and that might not be what you want. You might be going the other way around instead. And that's, yeah, kind of stupid. He definitely did what he could, but he definitely didn't do good game design in this occasion, if you ask me. Okay, another cool thing. You're supposed to kill these guys by bumping in the... yeah, on their back, in their tail, because for some reason it's explosive. Yeah, we don't question it. And you could do that with the fire flower like this, but you can also just bump into them and take the damage. Swimming is superior, sometimes. Yeah, if you're playing a base ROM hack, for example some of the Agua ROM hacks, you might be subjected to fast swimming, which is much better than walking and much better than basically doing any kind of on-ground movement at that point. What the hell was that enemy? Yeah, I know, right? If you haven't played Last Impact, that's one of the many funnies that the game definitely has. Here's a bunch of coins. They are still nowhere near enough because I have like 60 coins and I'm just about to spawn the red coin star. Yep. So one common minigame, so to say, in ROM hacks in general is what we tend to call where the fuck is the last red coin? Because usually you have a somewhat easy time finding 7 of the red coins, and then for the 8th one, you don't know where it is, and it's probably somewhere around the entire level, basically. We could give it a name, yup. So see, that was not my problem right now. But my problem instead sounds something more like, where the fuck are the last 40 regular yellow coins? Okay, I really gotta remember if star 4 is the red coins or the cannon, and I'm pretty sure it's the cannon actually. Yeah, red coins should be star 5 in this level. Yeah, that's another thing that's kind of annoying. 98 coins, yep, nice, very good. Yeah, the annoying thing is that red coin stars are not standardized like the 100 coin stars. They could be star 4, 5, 6 in a level. Sometimes some psychopaths put their red coins as star 1 in the level, which is really not recommended because you gotta give your players time to explore the level anyway. But we're not very concerned with that right now. I should be getting that star. Yep, I was just talking about that. Yeah, so welcome to random route, especially a non-prepared one. You can certainly prepare your random route, but I think part of the charm with trying this stupid idea, or run variation I should say, is that you're kind of throwing yourself in the wild with whatever input you get, and you have to like brain make up the routes on the spot, or what you will do according to the route. 8 rights only based on 100 coin comets, yeah, kind of. 100 coin stars too, because you get them for free basically. So, you know. So yeah, what I need to do right now is basically shoot into the space, I'm pretty sure. For which, well, we are going to call one of our favorite friends, which is repeating content. So you see, instead of the skip that I did for Star 1, which is taking this platform instead of that platform to the left, I come over here and actually use the cannon. And now it's time for precise aiming with the keyboard. Yeah, that's the game I'm playing over here, and that one is a doozy, that's for sure. As you can see, I'm kind of not sure if I hit that one. You want to aim for the center of the asteroid up there, that's right above the star. But I have to say it was rotating pretty weirdly in this case, so I'm glad I got it first try. So these are the 4 stars we need to get from course 5, which is pretty good because I don't want to return to this course ever again. I'm sorry, but it's basically only uphill from here, at least for the next couple of courses. So I'm already going to take a vacation. I don't know about you guys, I think like the Christmas holidays and everything like that is over, so the vacation is basically over for a lot of people. So hopefully you've been doing fine so far. But I'm going to take an extra over here, because this run is pretty stressful, to be honest. What input plugin am I using? I'm not sure, but I think it's Jabo. I don't actually look often at the input plugins per se. Okay, hopefully I don't get... God damn it.
Shoutouts to the star I have single star record in.
Yeah, that's true. I had the single star record over here for a bit, but yeah. History. Things get better. That one also got improved. Jabo gang. Yeah, basically. Okay, another funny story about Jabo. I'm playing on the Jabo graphics plugin right now, because if I don't, you are going to see some really weird stuff. Or, let me rephrase, you are not going to see some stuff in Course 2. And that's not a desirable result, basically. So for the viewing pleasure and experience, I'm actually playing on Jabo and not on Angle Guiden. I'm really sorry, Agwap. We need Last Impact Masters Challenge. Please don't. Jabo is a fun word to say. Oh, absolutely. That's really true. That's probably the one funny thing about Jabo in the year of 2023. Because otherwise it's a shit plugin and you should migrate to stuff like Angle Guiden or just use Parallel Launcher. Even with Angle, yes, Agwap. Course 2 breaks with Angle Guiden. We saw that multiple times on my stream. Just saying. We need good camera. Yeah, you're not going to get that in Last Impact. The Last Impact camera is an intricate situation that I am dealing with because I have basically the muscle memory of the stars I'm getting in this speedrun. Usually. Well, usually in an 80-star speedrun, I know what to do with the camera. Over here, since it's random route, chances are I will mess up way more than usual. And since there are more coin stars to collect, that will also be much slower than usual. So yeah, hopefully I will be good on the time eventually. That King will...
I think that there was like an update that had like a parallel cam as well.
That is true, I should bring this up. I'm also playing on version 1.1, which is also based on like muscle memory and experience with the game, or like being used to playing it. You should play 1.2 instead, for almost all purposes, probably speedrun purposes too. Probably. We haven't actually timed this because that requires playing the game, and at this point only I play the game from time to time. There was Sigoto who I basically forced with channel points to come learn this category, and he basically came for as short as getting the 80-star world record and then basically not playing the game anymore, which I completely understand, to be honest. And yeah, so based on that you would only have me for Last Impact routing, which I don't like doing the routing per se of games. Other people are better at doing that. And finally it requires having free time, which is actually pretty difficult, gotta say. Quite the excuse, yep. Okay, so over here we are just exploring some other features of Last Impact, including a shit ton of invisible walls. Again, something better if you're playing on version 1.2, so that's my propaganda to you for playing the latest update of the game and not doing what I'm doing. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, that's the phrasing. Erfan, that's not very wholesome of you, yep. Yeah, so as you probably would have been able to figure out by now yourself, even without me saying this, I'm collecting the 100 coins. I'm not even sure why I'm collecting the 100 coins because the actual route says that I should be getting star. I think it's 5, so I should go for 6 instead. But since I went for these already, I will just finish the deed. Yep, that's one of the mistakes. But I hope I'm showcasing the game well enough in this situation. I kind of want to remember how many coins there are on the mountaintop, because this is actually where I should finish. So I'm just going to get this, and there should definitely be 3 coins over there. Yep, it's time to move to the mountaintop. It's supposed to be kind of interesting, because the fire flower we saw earlier is also obtainable in this course. There are some fire barrels you might be able to see over there already. But we are not going to deal with that. When there's a custom object, there's also a way. And by way, I mean a skip. Beep this, maybe. Got, just, yep, there are 8 coins over here. That guy sure knows his route. Any crashes? Nope. Luckily, no crashes. Yep. And shoutouts to DJ Tower, who also decided to, like, won the 130 star run of this game, and actually got a slightly better time than me in 130 stars. Also on version 1.2, which is again very respectable. Just again play that because it has many casual improvements over what I'm playing over here. Just the game is less junk and more bearable. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Super Mario Sunshine, your favorite Mario game. I'm sorry, but I have to say my condolences. This coral reef is an SMS reference. No, to be honest, when you're playing Last Impact, you don't need to search very hard for references. You definitely don't. Like, at least 50% of this game raw is like Super Mario Galaxy features. And a good chunk is also inspired from Sunshine, as I have seen. Like, I've watched friends play Super Mario Sunshine, and recently I've been more and more surprised with the hey, wait a minute, this is in Last Impact as well. I can't believe Last Impact stole that much content from the main Mario games. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, for a raw hack of Super Mario 64, even as much as putting a lot of the content of Galaxy and Sunshine is already somewhat of an achievement. I mean, it's not trivial to do. It's something that was done by a big company in AAA games, basically.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. It was mostly done by one German programmer.
Yes, not even mostly. It's wait. Yeah, let's say mostly. Yeah, just in case there might be some stuff. You're right. Do you have anything else to say, Ralph?
I was just mainly saying that, yeah.
Yep, alright. Yep, so in this course, it's going to be basically a pleasant stroll compared to what you just saw in the other two courses, because what we have to get in the route today is basically the first 5 stars without the 6th one, because this one is act specific. It's basically a boss that you only get spawned in when you have all other stars, and without the 100 coins, which is great. Because this basically matches the 80 star route, mostly. You would also get the boss, but again, I just didn't draw it. I drew stars 2 to 6. Like, if you go in the paste bin for the random route, you will see C4 stars 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, I just replaced 6 with 1 because the other one is impossible unless you get the first 5 stars anyway. So, yeah. That's the basic fundamentals of random route. It's not a very popular modifier for like speedruns or for playing games, but I think it could be fun for giving a little bit of a... Zaratak rebooted is major 170 stars, that's true. Yes, the Zaratak rebooted is one of the best suggestions to offer, honestly. You will see that it was made by Aguap 2, and other ROM hacks which are made by Aguap 2 with some other people helping are Another Mario Adventure and Serene Fusion. That's basically the Aguap trifecta I would suggest as first ROM hacks for casual players. You may also look at stuff like SM64 Sapphire, which is 30 stars, so it's basically short and sweet. It has a couple of stupid tricks, but otherwise has a pretty similar feeling to the original Mario 64, and I think people like that, especially when they're just getting into ROM hacks. For any more suggestions, feel free to go to sm64romhacks.com/megapack and yeah, basically try to pick from there, or say that, hey, this aim is funny, could you tell me more about this ROM hack? Yeah, there's a lot of possible suggestions. No ROM hack is perfect for people who are just, well, trying to start out, and I do recommend that you have beaten vanilla SM64 before you get into ROM hacks, and have an open mindset that you might need to use save states, or it is going to be more difficult in the beginning while you pick up dexterity and good movement. So yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, over here, as you can see, yeah, maybe I should go back to the game. I did a mermaid race, which for some reason also involves not only going underwater, but also doing like a 200-meter dash with hurdles. Because like, racing the NPC was not enough, we also had to have checkpoints. I did some tricks for basically making the camera go a little bit better. Because, for example, if you don't stick close to the floor over here, the camera tends to try and go above your head, which is not ideal when you're trying to swim. But, well, I needed to do swimming for another place, which is the thing over here. So, you see there's a pretty cool puzzle with basically switching between parallel universes. Not in the same way as in the vanilla A-button challenge with Panic and stuff like that. More like actual parallel versions of the same place. And yep, it's pretty involved, it's pretty confusing because you need to go between different versions of the same rooms and it's easy to get lost. But as you can see, you can also skip the entire thing over there by just doing a good long jump into a low jump. And unfortunately the rest of the course is also a little bit boring here at the end because I will fail to get a red coin for a minute. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's basically just correct the red coins, which luckily are confined within this area over here. The brown one with the cave, as opposed to the green one with the water. That's kind of the theme with the last impact. It's trying to do what a number of ROM hacks don't necessarily do, and a thing that the good ROM hacks will be doing, which is basically keeping the red coins to one area. You see this about half of the time in vanilla Super Mario 64. Basically the red coins are themed after something. For example, Total Mountain has red coins on red mushroom platforms, Little Lava Land has the red coins all on the one sliding puzzle in the middle of the course, stuff like that. And so they're quick to get, and they're bound together by something which makes the area around which you're getting the red coins similar. This also tends to be the case in Last Impact, but more vaguely. Because sometimes the red coins will be spread across half of the level, but that half of the level at least has one theme, for example the brown case, as I mentioned. So I did a little reset over here. You might be wondering what's going on. Well, that's basically the price for not beating up the piranha plants in the beginning cutscene of the game. Like, if you do the skip, sure, you are skipping that content and you're saving time in the speedrun, but also courses 1 and 2 don't vote immediately. They would only vote after the next reset, because the game kind of has to figure out that, hey, you obtained a star, so you did progress that replaces that boss fight. Now over here it's Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy, which is a pretty dangerous star honestly, because this could happen. Yep. Ideally, you don't touch fuzzies at all. But sometimes they're just in the way, so you might choose between either waiting for them or just biting the bullet. Sometimes you will be able to pass through the bridges even while being drugged by the fuzzies, but that was not my work today. It's not easy because your controls are screwed up when that happens. If I don't have to search for the master at least half of my playtime, something went wrong. Yep, that's the case with roll hacks, but I'm never going to say that's good game design. Course 1 does... Yeah, excuse me, Tawa. To be exact, Course 1 works, Course 2 doesn't, but since it's kind of weird, I decide to lump it together. Sometimes I don't care about being entirely correct, as long as I can keep things simple enough and understandable. That's sometimes. Other times I will insist on, well, giving the actual correct explanation, even though nobody really should care. And that's a good thing to address during this star, because it's basically just a climb within the tree. I like stars like that, honestly. We do need them every once in a while, because it's basically like a breather between all the custom content and all the thinking I need to do for stuff like coin routes. Speaking of, here's a coin route. I need to get the coins in Course 1. This is fine, because these coins are fast enough to be in the 80 star route, so I already know what's going on. We are going to go on a little bit of a journey in the grasslands and the swamps. In short, that don't take drugs, kids. Yup. If you do take drugs, you saw the effect, it's not very good, and we cannot guarantee you, especially the staff of the SM64 Long Hacks Marathon, that there will be someone to catch you like that helpful wind, in my case. In real life, that's not guaranteed. Pretty unfortunate. So yeah, I'm just going all over the place, getting the coins which are the fastest, not necessarily in the fastest way possible, and in the meantime, it's time to take another consideration. Could you guess what it is? I'm going to give you about 5 seconds before I start talking about it. So basically, the consideration I have to take is the other star that I have to get over here red coins? I believe it is, now that I'm thinking about it. I believe it is red coins. The problem here is that if it's not the red coins, then the star I would have to get is the act-specific monkey chase hidden somewhere in this level. Which, if that's the case, again, that would mean I need to get extra stars which are not in the route right now and I'm not concerned with. But I think that one is star 4, so... yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's such a simple concept, random route. It's easy to pull off once you have the script for it. But then you have to start thinking as the runner. Because you need to know what star has which ID, like which number in the course. And good luck doing that if you don't know the game inside out. Which I tend to do usually, but there are a couple of confusing places in that regard, which I've never remembered properly. Plus, I'm honestly rusty, I haven't played this in a while. Which is a great idea to say during the marathon run of the same game. So yeah. Alright, that was the star I needed to get, so that clears Course 1. Yep, I can feel the speed in this. I have 17 stars and god, it's probably been 35 minutes by now. But that's fine. There's a reason I've put an estimate which is like 50 minutes slower than the world record and like 40 minutes slower than my PB, and that's because random route will make it necessary one way or another. Like, by default you're getting slower stars because you're getting a route which does not consist of the fastest. And also you need to get a lot of coin stars. I will probably not be able to stay this enough times during the run, even if I repeat it during like every single course. So this was spiky stones. Basically, you make them show their teeth, you wait for them to retract because everything is fine. And then you just go talk to that guy because he was actually the one who was interested in clearing the stones around the level. I see another act-specific star, god fucking damn it. Hello Luigi52, nice to see an actual Luigi in the chat. Is star 6 in Course 5 act-specific? No it isn't, because that's the shooting star and... Yeah, I might have messed up. If I got star 7 instead of star 6, then that's a big mess up, because that's getting a coin star instead of a regular star. So, good catch if that was on the route and I just didn't. But... yeah, I mean, what I did on the layout was saying that I need to get star 6 over here, but not star 7. That one is act specific, because star 6 over here is once again a boss fight. That only spawns when that time comes. So instead, I think I will be getting the red coins. Unless they're the... yeah, holy shit. That's what I'm saying with all over the place. Let's see, course 2 star 6. Yes, course 5 star 7. Nope. Okay, I haven't messed up the route. Thanks for scaring me. Okay, let's see, travel in the tempo. And then I think there's red... yeah, I'm gonna get the red coins now. Because they're definitely going to be... like star 5, which I do need to get. And then I need to replace... basically I will be replacing the one snake with the other snake. Yep, it's all fine. Route on the fly. No panic. All chilling. So as you can see, the team with the red coins, for example, in this level, is going all around the level, but it's basically the outer circle of the level. And then you find the red coins usually in ruinated places like the pillars, or those ledges and fences, which are definitely remains of a more ancient snake civilization, which nowadays, yeah, it's not quite here to be seen. Except for a couple of examples, of which we will explore one about right now. Because I still need to get another star in this level. So, house for an ancient snake temple. Let's see what's in there. Well, of course, the thing that I wouldn't get to showcase otherwise. It's the flood! If you have been missing Super Mario Sunshine for like 3 minutes after that other course that had Sunshine, here we go. We have the flood, and you probably know the deal from there on. Okay, so this was a bunch of slopes and invisible walls, basically a bunch of garbage collision you don't want to meet in the runs, but it's fine, it's fine. We are here now. We are here to this section. So what I will be doing is a pretty intricate trick. Hopefully I can get it in time. Nope. It seems that I cannot. Okay, let me try to set up some more then. I didn't even need the flood for that section. Yeah, it's possible to get this star without the flood, but that makes the skip just a little bit extra difficult. Oh god. You love this game, Simple Flips? Yep. Just like everyone else who loves this game, this is why we only speedrun it like once per year or so. It's... yeah, it's quite the thing to swallow. So I think I cleared basically everything I could in Overworld 1 right now. I could do more stuff, but again, those are just not in the route right now. For example, I don't get to play the cool and fun Clouds level. Instead, it's about time to do Bowser 1. Yes, that is the Simple Flips. He has a check mark, so you can know it's the real one. Thanks, Twitch. So yeah, the first Bowser level. As you can see, you could kind of notice that there were not too many dead pits or other actually lethal challenges in the first courses of this game. So what we have over here instead is the game stops pulling any punches and you are basically in the lava bath with a bunch of fire around the level, making sure you will die a lot if you as much as fall off the level. Like at any point. So yep. I hope we are all prepared. Thank you, Ewan. That's so true. Wait, I think Ewan doesn't own Twitch yet, and let's actually not imagine what will happen if Ewan buys Twitch. Yeah, let's just mention that, but not indulge in that thought. Because that sounds scary. So I did a bunch of little skips over there, not really with getting to the secret star, because I also have to get the red coins. There is a faster way with some pretty wacky wall kicks to get the secret star on the side. But getting out of the secret star, the ceiling over there, as you could kind of see, is kind of broken. It's just kind of not really there, thanks to the other collision around the place. So I can actually go through the ceiling and to the top immediately without going around. Saves a little time. I don't remember who found the skip, it might have been either myself or some other speedrunner that did it at some point. But it's a thing I try to do in my runs whenever I come back to running this game. So, the top of the level, probably the most dangerous part, because you have the most to lose. That's also why I grabbed the checkpoint, because I count on not falling off before I get all the red coins. I count on, if I fall off afterwards, I want to have a safety net and not lose as much time. And that's basically the payoff for skipping the rideless, or not skipping the rideless, doing rideless, or skipping the platform, right? Like, there is a big platform made out of wooden blocks which will carry you through this lava bath section, but it moves pretty slowly, as you can imagine. And we can do that better ourselves, using the ledges on the side. Now, the Bowser fight. I hope you were waiting for that, because, yep, that will be the Bowser fight of all time. He's dead. The end. Yeah, so the deal over here is that the tail of Bowser in this one is spiked. You cannot just grab him and throw him in the bombs. You actually have to kick the bombs into Bowser. Well, ideally you kick one bomb, which is what I managed to do over here, but if you miss, yeah, it's gonna become pretty interesting. Will I ever run Lost Dreams a Hundo again? It's not impossible, but I mean, yeah, that one also takes some time, and because it's not my main speedrun, I don't deal with it as well as to Last Impact. So it will be basically based on a mood swing, whether or when I will run it again. Okay, so here's a bully fight, it's also over. That's because I know what to do. But usually this one is pretty annoying because, as you can see, there's a fire shield surrounding the bully once you kick him. And that one will basically deal fire damage. That sounds hype in a hilarious way. Son is next after Twitter. God, please don't. Please don't. Let's not even. Okay, so that brings us to the second overworld, finally, even though it's not been too long, honestly. I am going to immediately start with something very fun over here. I'm going to start with the 100 coin star because I also need to get it in this course. God bless random out. So, a common practice if you're just playing speedruns in general is to collect the 100 coins with the 8 red coins in a level. It kind of makes sense because the 8 red coins also give 2 coins per red coin collected for a total of 16, so it just adds up nicely when you need to get them anyway. The problem with that in some courses, every once in a while, is that the red coins are all over the level, and there's just a faster place with more coins available around the place that just give you the 100 so fast, you should do it with another star. This is one of those courses. We are going to obtain the 100 coins with a factory inspection, which is star 1 in this level. Hopefully. By jumping around a bunch of sweet objects. Not falling in the hole, not falling in the hole, yup. Yup. A bunch of sweet objects includes a cookie with infrastructure problems, as you can see. Yep. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a safety hazard. I'm not even in the factory, but I believe the inspection will be going pretty poorly. If this is the benchmark we're going with. I mean, okay, the nuclear reactors aren't really working and they just have coins for people to collect, if they dare to come over here. Yeah, I think this is bonus points for sure. You're on a 10-hour train ride, hopefully you don't get a problem with mobile data. I believe you are likely to get problems, unless you have like a really solid plan that allows you to have a lot of, probably gigabytes of mobile data without needing to pay extra. Which, there is not really such a guarantee, I don't know. Yeah, OSHA would be all over the place. Speaking of, we have spikes over here. That's totally pleasant for the kind workers that need to work in this place. They act like lava, but luckily bonus points for being able to step between the spikes in such a way that well, we can not always take lava damage. Sucks that we don't have quality options for helping with data. Okay, that's actually a very bad thing to hear. If we actually didn't get the quality options RNG. So here's a little bit on the internals of Twitch. Basically getting quality options on your stream so that you have like 160p, 360p and so on for the video quality. It's not guaranteed on a stream. I think it's not even based on the viewer count. It's just some streams get quality options when they start, some streams don't. Unless you're a partner or something. Yeah, so that was the segue into explaining Twitch. That one is over now, so we shall continue with the scheduled dangerous factory inspection. which, as you can see, I needed to climb to the top of this, let's call it a manager room. Let's just invent headcanon on the way. Using these stairs full of rotating fire, yeah, I think we will be closing the factory at the end of the day. But not before returning to the factory one more time. Because guess what got in this random route for today? Yeah, that's right, we need to do the conveyor star. Which of course I'm going to do in the frame special way, which is without the conveyor. Luckily that means I don't need to do the roller coaster, which is both slow and awful, so thank god for this route being generous in this case. Get SM64 roll hacks to partner. Hey, I tried to get it to affiliate. We decided that the policy is not going to be that, so yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's not part of the relevant commentary for the run. But yeah, there we go, this is the conveyorless. Yeah, the trick is that you really need to know what you're doing with the camera, and you need to do it on the spot. And you need to trust yourself, because if you start doubting what you're doing, then you're probably going to do it wrong. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm just realizing that I need to get star 5, and that one is red coins. Which kind of plays into what I said earlier about the 100 coins and red coins being combined. Usually you want to do that, over here it's faster to do star 1 with the 100 coins, but also we need to get the red coins, so it's kind of like... It's kind of a trade-off. Because I need to do the red coins separated, and that will be a very fun star to obtain. But yeah, at least I don't need to do the roller coaster, as I said. I can say it 2 times, because god... It's something. But you can see better than frame confirmed. Well, that's the thing. Okay, so take your guesses. How many Yoshi X will it take me to shoot at this chain chomp to feed the chain chomp and obtain the star? Minimum is 3, it could be more. Alright, it's 3. Using the patented counting technique invented by Aguap, which is actually used in Speed Star Adventure and not Last Impact at all, I have adapted it to count the correct number of seconds to basically get the star more consistently without missing a shot. 4 is the classic guess. It's what tends to happen to me, or tended to before I actually put some counting to it. But luckily I managed to get out of it with 3. Okay, here's one of the worst red coins in existence that I already obtained, and here's to forgetting where the other red coins are. This is just, yeah, gameplay underscore real. Sorry to say, yep, there are no red coins over here. GG. So I will use this moment to do some propaganda and mention this is why you should go play Agua Pro hacks instead of Kazaro hacks, because the Agua Pro hacks have red coin radars among other things. They are also toggleable, so if you want to do the exploration, you can do that on your own. But you can also just decide to use the helpful radar to tell you how close you are to the nearest red coin. Something which we don't get to do over here, so I will just take the cookie of shame, trying to get the red coins over here as fast as possible without dying in a very stupid way. Kaz Thunder, I mean, when it comes to Last Impact, I think even he has agreed that it could go better. He could do better. He is doing better nowadays, actually, so yeah, I am really excited to see his upcoming ROM hack, Return to Yoshi's Island. I think it's going to violate the good game design principles like 90% less than Last Impact, so yeah, that's something. Okay, so for the 8 red coin, let's see if we get interrupted by the volcano. It seems that not. It seems in a good mood. So every once in a while, the place I was stepping on over there just before the factory, that guy on the camera right now, that's the Choco Volcano, which can erupt every once in a while. And I think we will get to see that after all. You hear the amazing sounds, and now I'm basically stuck in sticky chocolate, which is basically slow sand. Okay, I will wait over here because I really don't want to have to collect the red coins again. And that makes score 6. That's the stars I need to get over here. Doing better uses Poppycam. I mean, let's not open that can of worms here. Propaganda says base truth. Yep. That's what's going on with opinions in the 2023. Okay, so hello to the giant desk. This is one of the 2 side courses, or side areas I should say, that go under the name Gooby Ambience in the game. And we are going to see both of them. The other one is scarier, this one is more like a nostalgia trip into good old times where we put school supplies on the board and then we say the floor is lava. Okay, I'm taking it safe, which apparently doesn't seem to do much, because I cannot get to the red coin. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over here. It's best to explore this level for yourself. I will take a moment to say, look at this calculator that actually works. It can also do calculations, it also has Easter eggs. I probably won't have time with this run, and considering the schedule right now, to actually show you the calculator. But yeah, you can see it works and you can play around with it yourself if you play the game and get over here. So that's your cue to maybe play Lost Impact if you want to. It's not really necessary, I'm not gonna push you to do it, because again, the ROM hack is aging. I like it a lot, but it's junk, so maybe not everyone will tolerate it. But yeah, I'm just saying, this ROM hack definitely has cool stuff, you just have to endure the garbage that it has to. That's basically the big deal with it. And nowadays there are more modern ROM hacks that maybe you should pay attention to first. So, it's time for another 100 coin star. Who would be able to guess that that's the case? So yeah, I will be going all over the place collecting coins, and I will be ending up in a certain cave with a certain boss that plays a certain music. The people who know will know. And I will try to see if the game decides to crash or not crash today, because apparently that's possible sometimes in that cave, I found out, and yeah, just hopefully I've done well enough to where that doesn't happen. Hopefully I've like influenced the game and it will give me good luck and stuff. Okay, I didn't get to manage the 3 blue coins over here, but they are so junk that we don't get all 3 of them anyway. If we get the 3, that's a bonus basically. Stop saying that song is a meme song. It's a legit banger. I'm not saying it's a meme song, I'm just saying it's a certain song that deserves mentioning. Okay, so let's see how I'm doing on the coins. I hope I have enough. I think it's possible. If I don't, I will blame Katze for it. Katze789, who holds like 2 of the world records in Lost Impact. Still. He also held the 80-star world record until Sigoto decided to steal it after, again, I basically forced him to play the game. He consented though, so yeah. Trying to protect myself from the police here. Hold on, 78? Yep, that's enough. That's enough. People hear sometimes that song turns into a meme. That's a soft way to say it, because I think it's more like most of the people say the song is a meme. Doesn't even turn it just straight up is. Okay, I have enough coins now, so let's cut to the chase. I don't have the hundreds, but we can get those in a bit. Yeah. Welcome to Megalovania. And time for the mandatory joke that I'm probably going to have a bad time. Speaking of, yeah. So one thing I didn't really address in Lost Impact by far is the camera horizon. You can actually raise and lower the camera horizon if you use the D-pad buttons, which isn't very common for ROM hacks, at least from the classic age. And what this does is basically the camera looks vertically more to the downside of Mario, or it's kind of hard to explain, but it basically looks close to the ground in this case. And I need to run because that guy's going to electrocute me. He did anyway. Oh, why did I do a long jump? Damn, that's actually dangerous. That's actually dangerous. Yeah, moment. Okay, I hope the game doesn't crash now after this set of events. Because I'm kind of scared of it, and I believe it's pretty possible to get it to crash. Okay, now run. Because you see, the next set of boosts is explosive. So what we're doing here is playing survival. Okay, here we go, and finally the big boo. That's our actual boss we need to beat here. I'm trying to guesstimate, of course, based on the mirror reflection where the guy is. But that's kind of hard, and I am officially in danger right now. So I am going to do the reasonable thing and grab the 100 coin star so I don't lose it. Getting destroyed in 2022. That's true. By the way, it's 2023. So yeah, where he goes is entirely RNG, and I need to deal with it, basically. Okay, that's a hit. I did it. I did it, smiley face. And that's our dear rival reflection. Or the... whatever the boo was exactly called in this game. Yeah. Yeah, that was our Megalovania. Let's see how I deal with the rest. First off. So for this one, I am actually going to immediately return in the cave. Because you see, the cave actually holds a valuable resource that we didn't obtain yet. Not only coins, which manifested into the rest of a star and then another star from the Big Boo, but also a valuable resource similar to the one I just picked up. This over here was a power flower. Next up, we need some silver, which again is conveniently to be mined in this cave for some reason, which is probably not even explained in the game. And finally, the third ingredient we need will be gold. Which you would think coins would be sufficient, but not quite. What I will do instead to obtain gold is go to the top of this church and then just steal some from the roof of it, because for some reason on the top floor they just store gold, like offering to the gods or something. So yeah, let's piss off the inhabitants of this place in order to obtain an ingredient for our selfish desires. Power flower, silver and gold will be the three ingredients which this blacksmith will take to craft a star for us. Accompanied by a great cutscene of how the process actually happens. Sadly we don't get to see any of the blacksmithing, but just trust that guy, he knows how it works. There we go. That's a star. And we've got plenty more to go in this course. So the funny thing with the random route is this course is usually not in the 80 star route at all. Because most of the stars are pretty slow and the progression is pretty linear because it's based on the story. A number of the stars are act specific or in just pretty weird locations for speedrun purposes. The red coins over here might be a contender, but not really for 80 star, to be honest. Just a contender for, okay, if we needed to extend the speedrun with more stars, then this would be one of the faster ones in the menu, at least in this course. And as you can see, we have a problem that we need to ghost bust the haunted church to obtain those red coins. Yep, quite the story is in this place. Come on, I can kill at least one boo by kicking. Yep, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, not much going on, just exterminating the ghostly population. I am also missing a red coin because I should have 7 at this point and the 8 is like up there. So I kind of don't know what... Wait, do I? I think I might have just done a stupid. Yeah, I think so. We'll make sure as I go back up there again. Yeah, I don't know where there would be a red coin at the bottom. I should trust my red coin routes better. Like, remembering those is not as difficult. God damn it. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Boy. Gotta say, it's been a while since I fell so many times during collecting these red coins. It's definitely been a hot minute. So yeah, this extra room which exists for some reason. And yeah, there should be 2 boos over here, yep. Forgetting is a bad thing during a speedrun. But here we are. And they seem to be having a pretty good time over here. I don't think the piano is playable or anything, the other boos are not interactable because they're just here for the funny. That's fine. We were just here for the star. Now, time to bring in some more story to it. Apparently in this star we will free a witch, and we are set over here. If you talk to that witch, it basically tells you, okay, so I look like a toad, and I look like I'm evil, and everyone says I'm evil, but I swear I'm not, I'm a good witch, not a bad witch. Please bring me my magic wand, and I will, like, help this place with the problems it has. Which was basically those boulders we saw for a bit earlier while I was climbing the mountain. And monkeys, yeah, for some reason it's boulders and monkeys. So yeah, let's do just that, because what better thing could we do? We couldn't report the witch to the police. Yeah, what a surprise, it's a bad witch, it's even a Kamek. And like with 2 stars, he's basically invincible, except he's stupid, so he dropped the 1 star, and we are gladly going to snatch this star for the effort we went through. Yep, that's the story. And now that we have freed the witch, I'm actually going to do something else. I'm going to try and avoid the story over here, as I'm going to try one of the stupidest skips available in Last Impact. If you can get this skip consistently, this star would be way worth of getting in the 80 star route, and it would probably save you a lot of time. This skip is basically BOJing to this cage and getting this star, instead of doing it on the intended Act 5, which I would be about to do when I failed this skip like another 17 times. Because it skips a whole prison escape sequence. Sorry for the spoilers. Yeah, but when you free the bad witch, there's consequences. The problem with this BOJ is it's ridiculous. I don't think anyone has made a consistent setup for it, so I'm basically just winging it right now with what should be approximately the good angle. And I hope that I snipe the star, but unfortunately, usually what happens is either this, or you miss it from the other side and you shoot yourselves basically to the back of the level where I collected blue coins at the start of the level. Holy shit, I got the prison BOJ in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, unfortunately that means I will skip the prison sequence, but yeah, I'm sorry, we could definitely use the time save from this right now, so I just had to do it. I just had to do it. Again, I'm more happy than sad that I did it, so that's that. Easy, I know, right? We should include it in 80 star copium. Okay, so here's 4 other skips that are definitely in 80 star as we approach course 8, which is basically our mandatory fire and ice course. I already forgot the... no wait, the name of the level is Melty Molten Mountains. Okay, let's try to do a funny. Let's try to do a funny. We did the funny. That's a dead star grab on top of the skip you just saw up the volcano. So Kaze apparently enabled dead star grabs explicitly in Last Impact. Like in commentary with him during one of the Last Impact runs, one of the years, he informed me that he actually did this on purpose so speedruns could make use of it, and this is one of the places where you could comfortably make use of it. The only possible problem over there is there's an invisible wall that I of course managed to hit because I was going for this dead star grab in many different ways across many runs, or with slightly different positionings I should say. And of course that now makes me scared to use the dead star grab because of course I died on it once, so obviously it's impossible. That's how speedrun tricks work. If you're not a top speedrunner, I should say, because of course you will never see one of your speedrunners complain like that. His ass did not get invisible walled. Yeah, basically. If you get invisible walled, then of course you don't have enough time as you're dying to recover from it. And then you should have gone for grabbing the star Georgi. But outside of that invisible wall, yeah, the dead star grab is pretty easy to get, and of course it saves you a number of seconds. Okay, so next up, we are having a real sweetie. We are having one of the most annoying stars in the game, probably number 1 actually. No joke. We have Hot Coat Puzzle, which it's a puzzle to get to, especially if I fail like this. So let's try to use the cannon and hopefully do well with that. Let's see. Copium! Copium! Oh my god! He's coping, he's coping, he's coping! Hell yeah, I'm on the top. Yep. I don't know if this was even faster than walkings, but fuck it, whatever. So, you need to figure out that you need to break through this with the ground pound to enter this area. After you've got up there, god knows how. I did it the fastest way, but I don't know if that's the casual way. It probably isn't. People probably wanting to wall jump up. And that level is just... one of those mazes to navigate, really, if you don't know what you're doing. Now, for the actual puzzle. I think the sign says something to the effect of the switches react to heat, and that kind of has to be your cue to go for the ice flower and the fire flower over here, which are interchangeable and respawn. You can use them as much as you want. And then make it so that red switch for unfrozen, blue switch frozen. He's scoping, yeah, kind of. I think it's possible to skip this first puzzle room with BOJs, but yeah, it's kind of difficult. I'm just not going to do it, and I'm just going to call it difficult. Second room with the fire ice puzzle, or the hot cold puzzle. You need to get snowballs to press the pressure plates, which are in the holes over here. And then the star will spawn because, yes. But there are also bombs traveling around, so you need to protect against them by also freezing the floors at the correct time. Okay, I'm getting godly RNG right here because I got... Whoa, this is like perfect RNG after the snowball started spawning. There's no fucking way. Yeah, you could be sitting here anywhere from like this amount of time to like 2 minutes in just this one puzzle room. Because of course it's RNG getting the correct snowballs. You might also get other snowballs, but in like the places where you already have a snowball into. And yeah, that will waste your time because those snowballs are also useless. And then of course you can also get bombs, which that's something. Hey Red Slim, thanks for the GL. Or should I say Joe? I mean, I think it's going pretty fine right now for a run that I am doing with basically no practice. I'm not completely modding, and since we're like halfway done with the stars, I have almost 40 right now. Yeah, that's a good-ish sign. Oh, but okay. So yeah, basically silver stars. Little bit of a spoiler over here. I'm kind of nervous saying this out loud, but I think I just have to. Those are a little bit like secrets. Like if you're collecting 5 secrets, it's basically the same thing. Except the silver stars have one dope property, which we kind of saw in the crystal caves already. You see, if you collect the silver stars, wherever you collect the last one, the star is going to spawn pretty close to you. As opposed to in a set position somewhere in the level. This is also better than Galaxy, because in Galaxy the star also forms from silver stars and spawns in a set position, which means it's effectively just secrets. And I believe that move was something pretty piss poor from Nintendo. Okay, so in this one I need to get the red coins without the 100 coins. So yeah, I'm basically just going to go around the ice section. If we were getting the 100 coins, it would be better to start on top, and I think I might or might not be missing a red coin that's on top of this section. We will find out as I, well, regretfully realize that in a little bit. But there are some perks to not having to do the 100 coins here with the red coins. One of them is that, if you notice, the star name was Glacial Red Coins. This means I only ever need to go in the ice area. This one brings you to a separate section in the fire area where we could get some more coins, if we needed those, but not red coins. So we can skip that. We can skip going to the slide area, which has like 13 coins, important for the hundreds. And we can just play around with this friendly dwarf, whose ass unfortunately I will have to kick in the next star. But for now, yeah, we're playing around because, yeah, he's very trigger happy and wants to play tag. So there's that. Okay, I have 6 red coins. And of course, now it turns out that the other 2 will be up there indeed. Route champ, as we might say in the industry over here. Yep, I mean, I saw this red coin earlier, I don't know what I'm thinking. There's also the annoying freezies preventing your progress, like, all the time. Yeah, that's par for the course. The actual annoying thing about these guys is not really that they exist and they freeze you, but it's the fact that they have a pretty stupid scope of effect, and they can freeze you even if you're standing behind them, or if you're pretty far away from them and you're trying to do wall jumps, for example. Which causes hilarious animations and real annoyance when you're trying to do the gameplay. Okay, so beat the Blarks. What's on the menu for this one? Well, first off, get to the top of the level. With some extra wall kicks, because I wasn't going to make it otherwise. Yeah, I think I did a little bit of an oopsie, but I can just do it this way, I guess. So basically you need to go somewhere to the fire section to obtain the fire flower from here. And hope you don't get frozen. Alright. Alright, thank you. Thank you. I actually appreciate that. And now with the fire flower, you need to beat the ice bark over here that I addressed a little bit earlier. And then you could imagine there's a fire counterpart for which I will need the ice flower to beat. Careful with the timing, because those guys have iframes, and if you mess up the timing this happens, they just gain more iframes. It's amazing. And that's the one of them. Over here I'm in a pretty good position to obtain the ice flower. And then try to bomb rush the fire guy, which conveniently can be done with this cannon. Which I hope I did this right, because I saw Katsu use this cannon in his speedrun that I just checked quickly earlier. I did it well too, so thank you, Katsu, once again. The problem with it really is only that I could possibly take fall damage, and if you take fall damage, it basically loses you the power-up. That's the rule for basically all the power-ups we see in Last Impact. Some have extra ways to lose it, but fall damage will kill the power-up for sure. I'm honestly not sure if that needed to be invented in the game, but it's there, so that's it. Okay, so I got out of here without too many issues, and that makes course 8 as well. We will not get to see the 100 coins, and yeah, I am happy to see and notice that. And also I see I just hit the 1 hour, so I think this is somewhat of a pace. I'm not saying this is a 2-hour pace, but I'm saying this is a good enough pace to, like, finish the run in good time. I hope at least. Okay, so welcome to course 9. This is our Beehive level. Yeah, no inspirations from Galaxy or anything. I actually don't know if it's confirmed inspired from Galaxy, but for an SM64 ROM hack, it's quite an original theme, gotta say. Like, if you're comparing a ROM hack with basically the official Nintendo games instead of other ROM hacks, then it must be doing a good job, I would say. So in this Beehive we have a number of problems, a number of situations. One of the situations that I have is that the random route chose basically all stars except star 3, the Bee Sky Race. This happens to be the exact stars included in the 80 star route, so this is very convenient for me because I know everything I need to do over here easily. Bee Sky Race is also basically trivial to do in a speedrun sense, like there's no big tricks or skips or anything tough to remember, but still, it's a nice coincidence. So let's talk to the Bee Queen. She asks you a bunch of questions related to you being a bee of species she hasn't ever seen, and you answer however you want, and you basically gain access to the entirety of the Beehive, because some areas are locked behind bee guards, not letting you over there because you are not a trusted guest in the Beehive. But we have passed through that now, which is the whole point of that dialogue. Yeah, that guy has moved aside, which means we can enter this room and we can obtain the bee mushroom. One of the best power-ups in the game, in my opinion, because it's a discounted moon jump code. Like, you hold A, you kind of raise a little bit. It's limited on time, but that's to be expected. It's a power-up, not a break the game. I think I didn't get a coin, yep. And I think there's 3 red coins left, yep. Alright. So yeah, if you want to play the game with cheats, use a moon jump. If you want to play something enjoyable that doesn't require you to cheat by the game standards, come over here and obtain the bee mushroom. Discounted, yeah. I mean, I have been calling that, calling the power up that for a bit. Because if you think about it, it's basically like you're flying or levitating without really any concerns for the gravity. It's just limited by time, basically. That's why I like comparing it to the moon jump. I like the fuzzy power up best. Oh yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I liked it so much that I did get a fuzzy and I did sacrifice bridge crossing to falling from the fuzzy, because it's just that exciting seeing Mario in Chaos Edition mode. Him being drugged and everything. Yeah, that's definitely a power-up for the crazy days. The only bad thing is that, well, I was going to say the hangover, but to be honest, there really isn't a hangover. It's more like the immediate effect that I mean. Okay, this is, yeah, not the ideal crossing, but hey, I didn't die, so... Never count the chicken before they hatch. Yep. So at the end of the day, I did die. It's just not in the way I was expecting, considering the execution there. Yeah, that's clear. That's still not the same tier of clear that the Madness Koopa race is, in my opinion. Shout outs to the clear 7TV mode, which apparently is not in here. But yeah, that's a clear. For extra distance, it's advised that if you will do a triple jump with the B power-up, which by the way is not a good idea, you should also do a dive. This applies to your regular jumps in a sequence like this. Basically do all the moves you're comfortable with to get the most distance out of the B power-up. Or the most height, but usually you will not be getting too much height because again it's limited in the levitation. Well, that makes the B Mario exploration. I sure didn't die on that star. Clear. There we go. Of course, thank you guys. Yep. Okay, so for this star over here, B power-up could help you with the climb if you need it, but it's not strictly necessary. I mean, the climb is a little bit tight, but once you get over here, it's course clear. So basically panic in the hive, because you see those spiders? Yep, they are also pretty trigger happy, because those are not your regular scuttlebugs. They are buffed, they're faster, jump higher, and deal more damage. And they're infecting that beehive, or the intersection with the children in the honeycombs. However that works, I don't know, I haven't seen a beehive up close IRL. So yeah, we purged those out of there and we are rewarded for the effort. Gotta give it to Last Impact. It does one thing right, which is basically assigning such tasks to Mario that kind of make him a professional. Like, he was supposed to be a plumber like 30 years ago, but we are basically not doing that anymore with Mario nowadays, especially not in ROM hacks. I mean, look at all of that quicksand that's in ROM hacks. I don't think he's doing a good job at the plumbing and everything. But yeah, tasks like this where people ask for help and then you do stuff and then they give you a star for the effort, I like those conceptually because, well, if the gameplay is not complete shit as to ruin the star, it's pretty nice to have the reason for the star to exist, which is basically do something helpful and contribute to, in this case, the Bee Society. We just stepped on some dead remains of a King Bee over there, that's part of the hidden lore of this course or something. But, I mean, we are not exploring this very deep, so yeah, we're just going to get the silver stars and get this star instead. Goddamn, Mushie, are you Last Impacting for content? Yes, Crash, yes I am. So where should you post clips? In the public Discord server, of course, in hashtag clips, because we never have enough clips, and in SRM highlight clips, I think the channel is, in the... what's it called? In the SRM... in the event server. In the event server. Yo, I'm 6, thanks for the GL. Yup. Craft Jam or something. Okay, so, here is our spider boss. This is one of the most atrocious, disgusting, bad-looking, bad-playing bosses in the ROM hack, and probably one of the most hated ones, with good reasons. I personally have recorded several clips of this boss finding numerous ways to screw you up, including throwing you so far that you clip through the walls of this place and out of bounds out of the level, just insta-killing you with that reason, or doing an attack chain that deals 4 damage to you into 2 damage, so you're basically dead, because you have only 6 HP in Last Impact. And you can do nothing about it because it just decides to do it. This is more so a thing in Pikmin 2 song? No, that's not the song playing in the spider boss, I can tell you that much. So yeah, this boss was especially atrocious on the first version. It was nerfed somewhat in 1.1 and it was extra nerfed in 1.2, which is also why you should be playing 1.2 yet again, in order to have the easiest possible time. Okay, I jumped into course 9 again, and that was a very bad idea, because, well, I still need to do course 10, for example. But it's fine, because I do need to return to Overworld 1 for a couple of things. For example, playing this Peach cutscene, where the MS Paint guy appears, that's our main villain of the game, by the way, and steals Peach because, yes. Yeah, that's from Twilight Princess. The spider boss, quite coincidentally. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is the easier Goomba Bros fight, 1 out of 2. I was supposed to do the second one by the random route because it really likes choosing the second one instead of the first one, but unfortunately that's kind of an impossible sequence break, because the second one will only spawn if you beat them the first time. It almost sounds like it's supposed to make sense, isn't it? So yeah, we are just going to obtain this real quick, and that is going to make my return trip to Overworld 1. Actually, it is a waste of time, because the random route also gave me a mini-game that we are about to unlock from the course I'm going to next. But I think I minimized the time loss as much as possible by Yeah, just taking the reasonable route after returning to course 9 after I didn't need to. Okay, I lied for a little bit because we are not going to unlock a minigame from this course. But, have a look at this jockey in a box. That's right, Kaze did a certified bro dude moment in his own ROM hack. Trolling the people, well, to be honest, he did point that out in the sign in the beginning of the level, which of course I'm not going to read, saying that there might be like deadly surprises or something in this level. So that's kind of the big trick of this place. But yeah, this is also your heads up. If you start playing Star Avengers or Bro Dude hacks, it's basically one and the same, those two concepts. Be prepared for a number of trolls, including Chokias in a box. Which is something you don't see in vanilla, but in short the lesson is you can put a number of things in a box. So that it spawns epically once the box is broken. Did not know Kaze was into that, or did know? Yeah. Also, there are some red coins hidden behind fake walls, which are punctuated by the things on the ground. Like, if the floor looks a little bit odd, like over here, but near a wall, that means there's a fake wall over there. By the way, here's some graves. We have a lot of enemies that Mario killed and were, yeah, commemorated in this course for some reason. Thank you, Kaze, for the epic. There's a flower that, if you stay over here, it tries to contract and consume you. It doesn't go all the way in because it's nice, but it sure can waste you time. Pianos in a box. Oh yeah, that's right, there's pianos in the box, which basically don't work as intended. Surprise, surprise. So they will just fly up to the moon. One day I will stop skipping critical words from the sentences. Nah, it's fine, I still understood you, but just wanted to make sure, basically. So that makes our gloomy ambience. Both of the stars. The nostalgia and the spooky scary. Yeah, I guess I'm still not going to course 10 yet because I'm in a good position to approach the desert overworld, which is hidden behind this sealed off pipe, which requires Paper Mario to enter. Which is what that power-up does. It basically thins Mario to a paperweight, and it lasts forever. This is like the one power-up that doesn't even get stopped when you take fall damage. You're just flattened for the sake of, well, easier navigation through, what are those bars called? Is it just bars? Jail bars, but they are not really for jail in this case. But, yeah, so wait. Why am I collecting the red coins? Abort mission, abort mission. So what I actually need to do over here, before I lose my mind and start getting 130 stars just in general. Well, one of the stars hidden in this course, which is not just directly the red coins. This is this hole, and this hole brings us to the secret aquarium. Mind you, the aquarium also has red coins, so it's a pretty good trade-off, I would say. With one exception, which is this statue. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, as you can see, it has invisible walls. It could go much worse. You can get stuck in much worse ways towards the actual tail end of the tail of that one statue. So I did pretty well over there, all things considered. So yeah, this is a pretty chill mission, you know, Sunshine, Sky and Sea, Secret Aquarium and stuff. It's basically like a Sunshine mission. Okay, this is an invisible wall that I did not expect to hit at all. And that puts me in danger zone. Because you see, the air meter is running out and then I start losing HP. Good morning, CB. Nice to see you over here. So yep, you need to keep picking up those bubbles which are not emitted from Mario in order to refill your air meter. That's the main thing. And other than that, it's just, yeah, keep check of the timer and collect the red coins. If you know where they are, not too painful. If you don't know, well, you will have some landmarks to explore. But yeah, this was chill at the end of the day. Now there's another thing we needed to do in this overworld, and thank god, because even approaching this overworld is mental strain to me. Now for this one, it would be pretty advisable to get on the top of the overworld. Like above even the top of this giant pyramid, because as you could see for a split second there are clouds over there. And I need to find where the fuck the cannon is. Genius execution so far. Yep, there's our cannon. And let's see if I can get on top of it using the same trick I used earlier for the red coin. I don't even know anymore if I used the trick successfully. Oh no. Yeah, you know what it is? Yep. See, the thing is, GMD, it is likely to get a Quartz level. And it's a blessed day if you manage to get the first Quartz level. But I didn't, because I skipped it earlier, as you could see. So instead, you damn well know that I am going to do Quartz number 2 at this point. Of course it's Quartz 2. It's 2 or 3, it's rarely ever Quartz 1, because this game, or this route generator, hates fun. Okay, so now for everyone else, for the rest of the class, now that I have... Whoa, that was a lag spike, what? Okay, besides that, because I'm pretty sure that was situational, time to trigger some people. If you mention that I love Dry Desert, okay, that's not the worst offense. I thought you were going to say that you like the Clouds levels, which is inexcusable. So here's the thing, here we have Cloud Mario. It works the same as in Galaxy, except the limit is 2 Clouds instead of 3 Clouds, and I think the Clouds are bigger. I think. So what could be that bad about it? What's wrong with the Clouds levels? Well, in 2 of the 3 Clouds levels, including this one and the other one that we briefly mentioned with GMD, you basically are dependent on these ships, while you're traversing levels which are basically as dangerous as this. I hope I don't trigger the cannon again. I did, but it shouldn't matter. Okay, I think I'm out of range of the cannon at this point, but I'm not completely sure because, well, you know how it could go. Okay, just to be safe, I'm gonna use an extra cloud here. To be honest, you can probably beat this without the clouds. Mother of God, I just didn't need to do this, honestly. Now, cloud level doo-doo. Hate cloud treat is basically a race. So yeah, like, you could say that I kind of got the easier draw here. Because with this level, yes, you are dependent on the ship. And as you can see, navigating the ship itself is quite the pain. And navigating the level with the ship involved is also a pain. Because of stuff like the bullet bills, the irregular collisions, because those vines, for example, yeah, have basically the collisions of their visuals, there's no simplifications. It's not like a stable, solid rectangular platform that you can both ledge gap, wall kick, and just stand on safely. Yeah, you're just counting on whatever happens. If you take damage once during the course, remember what I said earlier, you lose the power-up. And in this case, you lose the only instance of the Cloud power-up available. It doesn't respawn, because Kaze coded it in such a buggy way, somehow, that it cannot survive having more than one instance in a level. And it has to be out in the open. Like, basically it's not a box, and it's one for a lifetime, because it literally just, in a technical sense in some way, cannot handle being there more than once. So yeah, basically what I'm doing makes the level seem kind of okay. I'm not sucking too much today, which I'm glad to see, because I was scared of the Clouds level because I didn't do the practice. But, again, if you do any mistake, basically this level shows its true nature. And that's about this level. The ship rotates around, so if you miss this ship cycle, you can still kind of just wait 3 minutes or speed up your emulator and get the ship again near you. Let's see, I probably have to get out of here, yes. And that's fine. But the other Clouds level, the ship goes upwards on a set route, and it doesn't ever go back. It goes at a set speed, so it's basically like an auto-scroller, and if you miss the ship at some point, yeah, good luck beating the level. There are very high chances that you won't be able to beat the level anymore. Like, just physically. And I'm saying only very high chances, because there's the off chance that you're close to the end of the level, you still have some clouds, and if you're good enough you can navigate, yada yada. But oh boy, it's quite a doozy. Speaking of quite a doozy, welcome to Sky High Islands, where we get more of that. So this level is interesting because it hosts exactly that cloud level that I was just describing, and we will not get to see luckily. It also hosts a certain challenge that will unlock the minigame I need to get in this route. So we have some extra work over here because we need to get 6 out of the 7 stars. It includes red coins and 100 coins, which is one of the worst stars in the game. I don't need to get the coins yet. Maybe next time. When did the marathon start? About 4 hours ago, I think. And like 3 runs ago. This is the 3rd run of the marathon, so you didn't miss too much so far. Practicing is for the weak. Yes, but also practicing is for the smart. So yeah, basically this course is full of content, and I wish it wasn't this course, because about any other course that's surrounding this course, or is later in the game, deserves to have more content more than this one. But for some reason it's this one that holds the content. Probably because of the war and stuff like that. So I am going to try and have a fun time before I go for the coins, because, boy, we're in for a ride with the coins. Yeah, I'm sorry, I've been talking all the time, but even I wouldn't be able to manage to make the coins fun in this level. I'm just saying that much. So I'm going to clear up some of the easier stars, or the stars that have skips, whatever happens to be true. For example, this star, he has a precise triple jump wall kick over here, which basically skips the whole puzzle of going around the place, figuring out how to do that in the first place, and activating some blocks to climb over here. One of the skips I like because it's simple and it works, unless it doesn't. But at this point I think that usually I have the quote-unquote setup for the triple jump down to a science. Yo, Bell. Hi there. Nice to see you, buddy. Stop Kurma Koopa is the star we are not getting. We basically want to get everything else. So what we are skipping in this level is this giant Koopa turtle over there, which acts as a boss fight. More on it in a literal second, because as I'm saying that, I have to type Kurma on these buttons over here to unlock a gate. The deal with it is the sign in front of the buttons will tell you that the password is the name of our great ruler on the island. I don't know who wrote the sign, but there goes. And basically to find out that this guy is called Kurma Koopa, again, either pay attention to the giant Koopa that you fight as you approach Star 2, because it's called Stop Kurma Koopa, or actually talk to the dead bob-ombs in the cave that I got the previous star in. Because, yes, there are such objects over there if you look aside immediately when you enter the cave. And finally, they are talkable even though they are dead. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's good game design and stuff. Okay, hold on. I'm modding, but I'll figure it out. So basically, yeah, the next star is called View the Windmill, and I think I am screwing up because I could have used the warp at this point, but since I've already started, I might as well. But they are dead? Yes, they are dead and you can talk to them. That's what I said. That's, yes. Heading out for a while. Alright, see ya then. Did you try asking them? Yes, you can ask them. And again, they are basically dead because they have like the crossed eyes and they are faded out and they're like, I don't know, exploded or dormant bob-ombs. But you can still ask them. Anyway. Yeah, so there's two ways to get to this main landmark of the level. And actually, yeah, we'll have time for this later. I'm contemplating whether I should do the challenge that unlocks the minigame. But I can delay that for now. I certainly can. It's basically down there to the right of where I am right now. So there's these guys over here. I don't know if they're original Do Not Steal or if they're already stolen. But basically when they're pink you can stomp on them like regular Goombas. And when they're blue they just fucking explode. Okay, ground pound for the save, let's go. So ask someone if they are dead and they say yes, it means they're actually dead inside. You could take it that way, that's for sure. And that's why I don't do this thing anymore the way I just did it. Because you're basically going to get invisible walled. What you better do is this. Yes. And now on top of the giant windmill, we find the star. Okay guys, I don't think I appreciate the chat being dead inside, so please, yeah, please don't be. Yeah, that sounds just stupid. Okay, right now I need to get the coins, I cannot postpone this anymore, so let's get the pain out of the way. It's about time. Can you frame walk up the windmill? Maybe, but, yeah. Not the question I will concern myself with right now. Fine, I want that. Thank you. SMH Mushie not knowing Yoshi enemies and calling them a Kazi creation. No, I said that either their original creation Do Not Steal or they are already stolen. Yes, I was not sure, but I posed it as a chance. Sorry, bro, dude, sorry for offending you. But now that this is over, and we have mentioned for sure that apparently those are from Yoshi's Island or somewhere. Yup, SMH, and I call myself a Mario fan. Then, yeah, we will continue with this level. What star scale Death Star grab on in this hack? Okay, so basically, Course 8 Star 1 the Volcano, which I did earlier. Course 13 Pipeline, which I do not guarantee I will try to do. I have to get the star, but I don't know about the Death Star grab. There's more, but I can't think right now. I'm unable to think. But there's certainly more. Hold on. Bowser 1 red coins, I think, because then you can also skip the fight if you do the ridiculous BOJ. Holy shit, I should stop talking and I should just get going in the rest of the level. Yeah, unfortunately I don't think there's power switch help me over here, and oh my god, that Goomba! Oh boy, that was an adventure. Then remember, you can do it in one stage in Fire Ice Islands. Bell, I'm sorry, are you ever listening to me? That's what I said. That's the first star I said. Ugh. Sky High Islands. So high up, so deadly to fall. That's the thing we all said already all the way in 2012. It's Melty Molten Mountains, by the way. Bell making Mushie throw for content. Basically. But I'm not gonna blame Bell for it, of course it's my fault. Well. Thought that was course 9. Oh well. So. Yeah, on the important question again, on which stars you can Death Star grab. I think it might be possible on the Bully in Underground Devs, but I'm not sure and I'd rather not try, honestly. You can definitely star grab on the other star in the Underground Devs, which we do with the BOJ in speedruns. What else? Yeah, a number of places, basically. More than you think, probably more than we use in the speedruns. It is possible in Fire Bully, yeah. So I was saying... okay, so... Yeah, this red coin. We are definitely moving. Let's Tower grab on Bully in Underground Devs would be like Seago only. Maybe. Okay, so this time let's do it the... can I do it the other way around? Not really. Those are some of the coins I remember the least and some of the coins I hate the most. You can guess very well why that's the case. Jarp only. I mean, for this game it really is more like Seago only. Okay, this is the long jump that I should have done earlier. And this guy guards the place, but I avoided it successfully, fortunately. I think you can BOJ in the tunnel over here, but you basically have no reason to come over here unless you're collecting the coins already, so yeah, good luck making practical use of that. Now we are going to collect a couple of peculiar coins that they call the weed coins, because you see they're hidden in tall grass, so obviously. Good jokes 2016. So that makes 66 coins and now I'm on mainland, which basically means... Oh god, where the fuck are the rest of the coins? Implying that you actively play this hack. No you don't, but when you play this hack you basically just cracked it open. Because I'm too stupid to try new strats, which would be a good idea. Remind you that SM64 hacks does not condone the smoking of herbal substances. Yeah. Thanks for the disclaimer, otherwise people might have decided to do stuff. Yeah, so here's a rainbow coin challenge. You're on a pretty strict timer, at least casual-wise I would say. You need to grab 5 rainbow coins in 30 seconds, and they are all over the place and good luck seeing them if you are playing this for the first time. Now that I obtained these, I just need to save them by obtaining the star as well. And then I will have a minigame unlocked. Which is supposed to be the second unlockable minigame, the fourth minigame overall, and the best minigame available in Last Impact, honestly. Okay, I can grab these 5 coins. Is LSD weed though? No, but is it herbal, is the question. LSD isn't weed. Will there be a Apocalypse 21 run in the marathon? You can check the schedule with exclamation mark S or exclamation mark schedule, but in short, I think not, but hopefully I'm not giving false information. Yeah, so basically I'm going back to mainland now, and I'm hoping that I have enough coins. I didn't use the warp once in this level, which I think is a mistake, but we'll see. Yeah, this is probably the coin route I remember the least, to be honest. Pretty sure there isn't. Yeah, that would probably check up. Wait, this is... Yeah, now this is the mainland. Yep, sorry for the delay, but we are here. We are definitely here. I probably should have jumped from the very top of the island, but I think I didn't trust myself. This is the stage you remember the least. I know, right? It's one of the most boring stages, honestly. It does have a lot going on, but more in the direction of puzzling or infuriating. Because again, it has the Clouds level, it has the Rainbow Coins challenge, which is basically the equivalent of 9 or 10 stars of content. But at the same time, yeah. So I am down like 5 coins, so I hope that there's something around the warp. This rock hack is the reason I'm again rock hack addicted. I don't think you need to be sad. Neither is the rock hack the worst thing in existence. It's just... yeah, it's kind of a mood. Where the hell do I not have 5 coins? I guess I'll go on the windmill just so that we can just end this. I can also kill like 4 floating Goomba, pink Yoshi guys, of whatever. But I think I will just not. Yep, that's true, Bell. That's what I said. At this point I will start killing Goombas because... oh my god. Oh my god! He's done it! He's done it! I didn't even grab the 100 coins because that's what I was looking for! GG! The Goombas will kill you first! Oh my god! That was so true! Cringe damage for the... yep. Okay, you know what I'm going to do this time then? I'm going to exterminate the Goomba population. It's over. Say goodbye to all of those Goombas. Oh my god, you can actually make it with a jump dive. I need to remember that because I always thought you were going to bonk. I was also thinking I will bonk in this case. I'm pretty sure Brody with me is the fall damage that is cringe damage, but well, at this point, resorting to genocide. Yeah, this is also something that we do not condone at SM64 rock hacks, and it should only be practiced and done by trained professionals or under supervision of trained professionals. Please do not replicate at home. Yeah, I killed a shit ton of Goombas, which should make me believe that... when isn't it fall damage? When it was the Goomba damage. That's when. Oh god. I'm not able to press buttons anymore. Anyway. I will manage. I will manage. Not even gonna ask who's a professional with this field. Basically the seasoned throne hackers doing runs in this event. If only because they... oh wait, I know what I'm messing up! I know! Holy shit. I'm an idiot. Now, watch this. Did the minigame unlock save after you died? Here's the best thing about it, I'm not sure. So just to be safe, I will just do it again. Going through the forest, bad connection. Understandable. I guess see you in a bit is the best thing I can say here. Now look at this bunch of coins that I can collect just by coming over here. Who would think there's coins over here? By the way, the dead Goombas, no, the dead Bubbles in question. The giant Koopa is called Kurma. Yeah, you need to talk to those ones to know. It only wouldn't save if you game over, right? Yes, but also this is Last Impact. And I'm mentioning that because... remember forgetting these coins in hardcore, yep. Sounds possible. And one thing about Last Impact is, well, with the custom stuff come custom needs for saving and methods for saving. This includes, for example, Bowser 3, for which the progress doesn't save unless you collect the star. It doesn't save by default just by doing it. Over here I don't know if that's the case, and many cases of hardcore and standard display online seeking have made this somewhat of a guessing game for me. Because online seeking tends to break the minigames because they get randomly unlocked and locked as they go. So I'm not sure how the progress is even tracked. Where did the Curva meme originate from? I think it was TB8 when, all the way back when we was doing the weekly races. Because Kurma was fucking stupid. Surprise, surprise. That was all the way back in 2016. And finally, yeah, Polish. Yeah, funny word. Sigo is also Polish, so it can stick around well. Not that this means much, but eh. Yeah, I'm just saying stuff. I'm definitely saying stuff. Okay, just to be safe, I will take the extra 30 seconds. Again, I'd rather that than come back to this level later. Also, yeah, depending on your movement, it's pretty likely to get burned by those fire flowers, and if you panic and don't move in a good way, that's also another source of time waste. Yeah, just pretend the M is flipped. Okay, that's very good. I missed a coin. Luckily, I still have some time left. Can you spell curve in this course? Oh, that was the question. Yeah, good question.
K-O-R-W-A.
God damn it, Rams. Fuck. Oh, that's not even fall damage. I was scared that was going to be 4 fall damage and I wouldn't get the coin. I apologize for my language. Not really, but, well. Well. And now I'm missing a red coin instead, but I think I know which one that is. So let's just end the hundreds here. When the landing is on a slope. Yeah, that's also true. Okay, here's the last red coin.
Certainly a curva moment.
Yeah, actually that's true. Should have been saying curva instead of fuck. But okay, that's course 10 for real. We are out of here. Holy shit, it's over. Guys, we are about to move on into Overworld 3, which is like 100% more enjoyable to play than what I just played for the last like 40 minutes. But before that, a little bit of a sequence break and a little bit of Bowser 2. Enjoy in the world. I need to get both stars in here. So yeah, that's like the actual speedrun. I don't get any like freebies or exemptions or anything. So let me remind for everyone who doesn't know how this works or has forgotten, the black is quicksand. The black is immediate death. This applies to the black on the bottom of the level, and this also applies to the circular shadows that you will see throughout the level, like the one that we had earlier. KBR Course 10 team, yeah, shut up. Yeah, factory inspection is unfortunately very overused, and I would rather credit it to Last Impact than anything else. Not only because of bias, but because of, well, high quality. I'm sorry, but Last Impact is better quality than KBR. When did Last Impact release? Late September 2016, yes. Kurva! Forgot to say hello. Understandable. Yeah, it was like 6 months ago. Oh. Didn't think he... Yeah, Last Impact was likely not the first to do it, it's just I cannot think of a better example anyway. Okay, here's a dangerous one because I need to get this red coin, but basically I need to wait for the platform. Otherwise, as you can see, it's dead. KBR is better. Nah, get out of here. Okay, this is kind of scary. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Yeah, the best way to cross this rotating corkscrew of death is by walking.
To be honest, I had a better time with KBR 1.
Those kinds of dudes, I swear. But that's a topic for another day, and that's not something I'm allowed to say on the marathon, really. Yeah, for more heated debates like that, join our public Discord server at, someone please leave the link in the chat if you want to. I swear that's not the defining feature, though.
No problem, though.
Yeah. Well. Okay, so we have 60 stars in Bowser 2. This seems pretty good, actually. Pacer also. So I'm just going to get this key and... Oh, whoops. I'm not going to get this key. Here's Shadow Mario. AK. Something which could very well be comparable to what the fan gamers call a certain boss, a bitch-ass. Which this guy definitely fits the bill for that. Because he has 6 HP because he's a copy of Mario. He also has all of the Mario's moves and he can also create shadows, as you can see. Luckily those are not instant death but slow sand. And finally he can just jump all around the level at 400 km per hour.
I see. So totally a bitch-ass motherfucker? Yeah.
Yes! So the best thing that can happen with him is that he gets stunned into a combo of me ground pounding and him just jumping into me to take his rightful hits to death. This did not happen right now, he decided to be more playful. That's a moment. I'm not sure if it's really manipulatable by moving the player around, or if it's just actual RNG. I don't think like at this point I probably have to ask Kaze, because no one else is going to put in the effort into investigating or, well, asking Kaza instead. So yeah, that is incredibly silly in the speedrun. I mean, if it goes well, again, that's a curva moment, yep. And I also grabbed the checkpoint over there, because on the off chance he actually bullies me to death, yeah, it wouldn't be nice to do the entire level again. So thanks for the checkpoints at least. Okay, so now I will go in the order that the speedrun route does the levels, which means that course 13 is up next. And boy, this one will be an adventure. So first off, mandatory, after this sentence I will shut up so you can enjoy the music. This is an order. Excuse me.
Is there an issue?
Yes, we are listening to the music.
Fair enough. Carry on.
Okay, that was our round of listening to the music. Stay tuned for more as I get another 4 stars in this level, except I will keep talking over them because, yep, content. So, for one, I have to collect the 100 coins here, which is kind of a pain, I will admit, but also it's one of my more liked levels that I know more, and that's why I'm going to take a death first. That death is for good RNG, I swear. I will need the good RNG. Gotta have at least 1 million Last Impact. Yeah, you can spell Last Impact without a W. Oh, wait.
Well, you can. Yeah,
oh my god.
You actually can.
The oh my god was to the dead, by the way. I'm fully aware you can spell Last Impact without a W.
Yeah.
What happens if your round generates the specific star 6? I act on the spot and I get a previous star in the course that was not generated. Which already happened a bunch of times and I already replaced most of the stars in the route, but then I still ended up messing a couple of times. For example, I didn't remove course 2 star 6, which is the act specific snake boss, because, well, I just didn't have the time to think. I woke up very haphazardly today, and by the way, I guess this is the worst possible time to mention, but since we're riding the data bus, we have some time. Yeah, I think I'm basically running on 4.5 hours of sleep today. And somehow, luckily, the only thing I feel right now is a mild headache. It's gonna be a medium headache after this bonk.
Honestly, I'm running off of slightly less than 4 hours right now, and I'm not feeling too much different.
Yeah, that's, well, it really depends, but, yeah, I think I would rather we don't fuck up our sleep schedules if possible. That's why I will always advocate for, more sleep. Even if some people can do fine, even if there are magical numbers of hours that probably make for good sleep, even if it wasn't too much, well, still. Get some sleep after your run. I'm sorry, Belle, but I'm taking over hosting after my run for the next, like, 5 hours.
Could you just, like, sleep? What's that? I know, right?
Yeah, GMD has it worse than me, so, yeah, basically shoutouts for sleep. I mean, there's one thing that will definitely keep you awake in this course, just to try to get a little bit back more on topic. And I mean those electric Koopas and those electrical fences. Now, if this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what does. Just pretend to host and take a nap. See, I can, but like there's multiple runs and each run is going to be like 1 or 2 hours apart, and the transitions are the important parts of hosting, really. Boy! Oh, there we go. Yeah, you only need to raise this red coin a little bit, because the collision is actually sufficient from the side, but I mean, it's cooler this way. 6 hours usual for you. I mean, that can be the case. But the more the merrier, that's for you. You all know Void never sleeps during SRM? Maybe. Oh no, GMD. BRB finding my local electric fence. I mean, that's one way. That's all I will say, that's one way.
Huh. No, it's just 6 hours usual for me.
Yeah.
Mine's usually around, like 5 to around like 6.5 maybe.
Also, I should really stop collecting the red coins because the red coins I actually don't need. I don't have star 5, which is red coins. I only have the hundreds and I need to couple it with something else as to not waste too much time here. Yeah, by the way, this is what an electric Koopa does. I think you noticed the theme by now. Can't have SRM anxiety if you don't have a run. True. That is not true, actually. Also true. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to not be doing the thing, and now it does the thing.
See, GMD says can't have SRM anxiety if you don't have a run. True.
Yes.
So you can just simply watch and observe. You can just simply observe.
Okay, that was small fall damage. That's acceptable. Well, you can simply observe, but there could be anxiety even in that, honestly. Like, there's always the off chance that you might be called to participate in special events, or like... I don't know. Like, hosting is rare because I'm one of the few idiots who is volunteering to host. Yeah, it's a very grateful job. That's why I'm expressing myself so warmly about it.
Yeah,
and
honestly,
like, just
honestly,
shoutouts
like to shoutouts to Aglab for setting up the back end stuff for all of us here. So big shoutouts to the Chad here.
Chad with a D. Gotta mention.
Yep.
Okay, so I kind of messed up my 100 coin route here because I'm kind of supposed to come over here early, and the difference shows at this point. Because I got coins I wouldn't have got, and I have 7 out of the 8 reds, which... Looking at this was completely avoidable. Like, at this point it's probably worth to finish the red coins and then pretend that I'm swapping a star with something else, but that's not really very cash money, so I'm just going to take the L and actually go get star 1 like a good boy. Was she complaining about hosting and still offering it? Sort of.
Yep.
Look now! Look now, I can exert my right to just leave and not offer help. But that's just being a bitch. And would you rather not call me? I didn't deactivate the cooler because I was too busy complaining about hosting. That's a clear. Luckily I have 11 lives, so I'm not game overing because that would be embarrassing. Oh. It will be fine. Are we going to fall behind the estimate? I don't believe so. Or maybe. Yeah. So this time I am going to turn off the cooler, which is what the star name is telling you to do. But back to the hosting. Basically, you do not have the right to chatting me on that one because, well, when you think about it, I'm offering help because people need help. And I'm not offering hosting because it's really an exciting work to do that I'm head over heels in doing. And then I'm complaining about it because, well, it is not something to be head over heels about. It's a lot of work. The payoff is basically seeing that the marathon works and is going fine and is fun. But behind the scenes, messy stuff. So you know. Yeah, volunteering is fantastic.
I mean, to be honest, the whole process and actually accessing the VM and stuff felt pretty cool. Though that.
Yeah, but that wears off when you need to do it like 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, there's a thin difference between hobby and work, or well, excitement and work. Is there anyone who likes hosting? I mean, it was not an activity made to be liked, honestly. Also, databus again. This will be where the action will be for the last 2 stars I need to get in this level.
Yeah.
For example.
Also, Muie, happy to have you on the team as well.
Yep. So in this one, we will be trying to clean the pipeline. I can do a Death Star grab over here, but I don't trust myself after what just happened earlier, so I'm not going to do that. And apparently the pipeline is 1000 degrees because it hosts lava. This is the inside of a computer, obviously. Of a motherboard even, I think. And there's like dust particles, which... yeah, now we will fix the pipeline by doing this. It's absolutely... yeah, completely fine right now. But this computer has more problems in store for us. And here's a problem. The next star is called Spring Mario's Parkour. Again, another reference to Galaxy. And I will invite those of you who have played the game to take this moment while I'm sitting over here and enjoying the scenery, with the star up there that we'll be getting, to think about the Spring Mario power-up in Galaxy. And think just how god-awful it is. We are going to explore that over here as well. RTX 4090 detected.
So, that pipe formation looking like a 2000s screensaver.
And that is the exact reference he was going for. Which apparently swooned many people, so mission accomplished. You see there's a 1-up over there on the pipeline, but again, needing that 1-up would be a skill issue, with my current life count at least. Okay, I was going to be cool and grab the power-up quickly, but unfortunately I didn't. So here's to the pipeline again, including a fat invisible wall, and then a bunch of movement, yeah, movement. Okay, now this time, yeah. So here's Spring Mario. Yeah, I think you know. If you don't, basically, it's a bunch of jumpies. Now every single jump is dictated by the spring. I can also ground pound for some finer control and higher jumps. This also affects the wall jump height, which is noticeably higher. And this is how to traverse this section. I made it look easy, but it might be one of the more difficult tasks to pull off for people in general in the game. There is also another way to get this star without obtaining the spring mushroom, which is arguably a little bit faster if you pull it off right, but then the wall jumps you need to do in the section with wall jumps where I mentioned the spring gives you higher ones are pretty much ridiculous and don't save that much time, so I just don't. Spring Mario, don't be an ass to control challenge failed. Yup. You can do this, Mushie. Wow, Belle seems to be really not glad that I exist today. Or I just get that feeling. Okay, so here's a skip where we will be doing this star Sharkless. It's basically a triple jump wall kick into a ground pound, but you need to get enough height as you're doing the wall jump. So it might take a bit. It takes like 3 seconds if you're successful, but well, par for the course, it's going to take more than 3 seconds here. And that is possible if you fail enough times. This is one of the possible types of failure where you get a lot of height but not enough. So you take fall damage, but it's not enough to ground pound on the star. Of course, this is what Kaze was trying to prevent as a cheat. It's just still possible. And that's what I'm doing right now. There
has died.
You can't. Honestly. This skip is awful for single star. Ah, yeah, because you have to do it without setting up the camera, basically. And you better do it on a star that doesn't have a cutscene, because that also counts towards the timer. So yeah, the camera will not be your friend if you're doing a single star. But that's a different topic. Over here instead, yeah, Big V's belly. So the other skip for the fish star. Wait, first I should probably go get the stars that I definitely do need to get. And luckily this today does not include neither coins nor the golden clam. So I don't need to kick the annoying spiders around. However, I do need to do one of the fan favorites, which is Croaking Concert. Which is basically a game of Simon Saves or something that we will see in a bit. But first, following the rope in the maze over here. Casio Emulator, the famous RAM hacker. Yeah, that's certainly a sentence. Streamer, why didn't you just get those coins? God, I hate that you're a bot right now. Gotta say. Okay, 67 stars in 153. I just had a moment checking the timer. This might be a testament. It might. It's not guaranteed, however. But it might. Yeah. I mean, there's one coin star remaining in course 15, so I kind of know how to do it, and it's not the worst thing in the world. But we'll see. Now, before we see though, we fling, courtesy of these pearl clams, which just do that pretty jankily, because sometimes you might get stuck on nothing, because the walls turn into ceilings over there, which is the common cause of most invisible walls. And yeah, you're just going to get invisible walled in midair just because you stood in a bad spot for the fling. Can I play 2 patches at once? Oh yes. You can do that by going to virusparty.com. Please don't actually do that. This is also a link we do not condone. You will not find anything funny over there. This is a joke. Do not complain about me if you actually went over there. I'm trying not to insult the audience or anyone who might actually follow such a link. Oh yeah, that's true, well. Yeah, one day I found out and bruh. But yeah, it's either between Croaking Concert and Shower de Flower, and today we don't get to see Shower de Flower, unfortunately. But we will get to see this. And as soon as I get into the room, I will shut up and I will beg for silence, as I need to pay attention. So at this point I do have the combinations down to like memory, so I'm not looking them up and I'm just looking at the screen to confirm that those are the combinations, just in case. The one thing that I'm actually scared of is the game not accepting some input if I'm inputting way too quickly, which is why I delay myself a little bit on purpose, because if it doesn't accept an input, it's a fail and you need to start over. So that's what I'm trying to avoid there by yeah, directing all attention to that. Now, it's time for a funny. Remember the TTC up warp? Yeah, you don't because it's not real. But remember the Bowser in the Fire Sea up warp? Yeah, that's the real one, and that's basically the same thing that's going on over here. Which skips a part of an annoying climb. I need to do this for star 6 over here, which is catching this guy. And boy is he annoying. But I got him quick. Yep, this level, it's annoying as fuck, but luckily in this random round I got a roll that only gets 2 stars in this level. It will be over in just a minute. Croaking Concert is a set of patterns and not pure RNG. Yep, it's completely pattern. Okay, so for our second star, Mario is going to do his plumbing duties. That's right, we're going in the toilet. This is probably your time for a bathroom break or something. Yeah, not really, but well, it definitely is mine, and this is what the bathroom looks like. Yep. I got consumed into the nether or something. Wait, skip, look at this. Sub 2 pace, copium. I know it's not sub 2 pace anymore. I think it might be estimate pace, because I don't have ridiculously difficult stars remaining. Wait. I think I got Clouds 3 instead of Clouds 2, or left Clouds 2 on the layout instead of Clouds 3. I don't know, I just got a Clouds level star that is not 1, so yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I'm 3 stars ahead of what I have on the star display, which is definitely interesting. It's definitely something. So that's the casino level. We won't see actual casino activities, and thank God, because that level sucks. He said, welcome to Rainbow Road. With what I like calling CD quality, like Rainbow Road music, or what was the music here again? Yeah, it is Rainbow Road, like, what? Of course it is. And a bunch of rainbow looking like stuff, and some node blocks which act in pretty weird ways. I will keep mentioning it every time, like as a PSA to the people, so they can know how to navigate those exact node blocks the easiest. You ground pound, you drop all inputs, and then after like a second you hold A. For some reason this is the best way to consistently get the most height out of those node blocks. For some reason a simple ground pound is not enough. Ground pound with holding A will produce basically random results from my observations, and of course just holding A is even worse than a ground pound. Now Mushie, I think it's Bowser Castle. Yes! Yes! Cool skip, cool skip, cool skip. And now with the UFO beam. Okay, so yeah, this cycle is not very convenient. You end up missing it by just a little bit. Though there is a way to get an earlier cycle, but I'm just not that good. Okay, that is better. Now those Thunder Rocket Use are some of the worst enemies in the game because their hit range is ridiculous. They will hit you from above without any telegraphing if there's a Wakitu just somewhere above you, even if you cannot see him. And hold on for a second, I need to concentrate again. Oh god. So yeah, they will hit you from above, they will hit you with pretty strong thunderbolts, which as you can see zap and choke you in place, stopping you dead and probably towards a bottomless pit too. They're hard to avoid, they're hard to kill, the best way is to ground pound them from below, and we are going to observe that because I will need to get some coins from Thunder Wakitus now. And yeah, in short. Yep, annoying enemies. Okay, so now I'm contemplating one of the hardest questions in the world. The red coins are pissy easy to collect and give you 16 coins, but usually you get the hundreds with star 6 over here, which I also need to get anyway. So what do I do? And at this point, with the way I have collected the red coins, nah, but they enter in the route. Yeah, I think I will just do the usual, as well as I know it. Yeah, so this is basically the best way to kill Thunder Wakitus. You approach them from the side and then you ground pound because then you become invincible and they will become hit. You need, for this speedrun route, something like 7-ish, maybe even 6 are fine out of the 10 of the 2 Wakitus, but you will need to kill the 2 Wakitus anyway. So that's 7 red coins. I am going to go with the 100 coin star inside of here. I'm trying to remember 67, 87, 95. I think I need to also showcase the shooting star. Okay, didn't die trying to do that. So this is what or should I say the wand star does. Quite reminiscent of, you guessed it, Super Mario Galaxy. And now we get in the inside of this disco ball. And guess what's inside? Chain chomps that we are going to mercilessly murder. Wait. I'm an idiot. I should kill the chain chomps first. I was contemplating going to the blue coin switch because I thought, well, I shouldn't waste the power up on obtaining the blue coin switch, but actually I shouldn't waste the power up on killing the chain chomps. Because I don't even know if it respawns. Bowser's Down Crave. Oh my god. My favorite... No, I won't even. And now it's get the blue coins, which is kind of more challenging than if you have the rainbow power up because it gives you more speed. Alright, we are in the clear. Which wouldn't be the case if I didn't grab that blue coin, because I have a total of 103 over here. Caven's Dark Cave, no. Okay, 75 stars, 5 to go, and that's 1 over here, 2 in course 14, Luna Park, and then I need to make another 3 to over Route 1 for the minigames, just for good measure. Okay, so for this one, I'm actually going to collect the red coins, that's it. 8 coins on pixel arts. As you can see the team in this red coin mission, and you can see that it's pretty easy because they're pretty close together. As opposed to the other things you have to do in this level, and I didn't even get to do the worst of them. Yeah, this is basically time to calm down mission because you get this easily. Wonder if double star spawn is theoretically possible in course 15? Red post hundreds? No way. Just no way. There's no good enemies around and the other coins are not close enough to achieve that. Well, anyway, we are really in the end game now. We are going to take this train and continue with the chilling team as I go in the Luna Park of this game. It seems kind of dead and closed, but besides that, it seems pretty chill. That was star spawn from Chain Chomp Star. Wouldn't bet on it. Even if you do it in a gameplay kind of sense, I will imagine technically it's fucked up in some way. Music is a sleeper? Well, I'm sorry, I do really believe that we need some chill over here. I overshot, great. I undershot, that's also great. And that one was a strike, finally. quick check that I did hit. Don't overstep the line. And that's good enough. Yep. So as you can see, there's a few good tasks for our good friend Yoshi in this one. This is Starlight Zone, this is supposed to make you sleep. Well, yeah, which I think is good at this time of the day, if you think about it. Have I ever done bowling? Not really. Yeah, no strike is a bowling term, but well, maybe one day, but it's really not in my plans right now. Okay, so in this wacky level whose abbreviation is basically LSD, which is what was in question earlier as I was bringing up weed as a funny. Okay, check this. Check this.
See, a strike, a bowling and a baseball team.
Ooh, I see. Alright then. Yep, there we go. That's the triple jump that's apparently possible. I don't know where I saw that, but yeah, apparently that's a triple jump that would be more effective if I did it first try, as opposed to the other one that I usually try to do. But I might be in a good cycle. Yeah, basically. Is it that time of the year again? Nice. Yeah, indeed. So yeah, the gimmick of that time travel tempo would be that you switch between time in a similar way you would switch between parallel universes in course for the Crystal Caves, where I swam to the underwater tempo. But we don't do that over here because there are skips. Yep. The usual theme of speedrunning. And I think the other star I have to get is... Wait, it's not this. I have to get the red coins. Well, my day was good before thinking of that. Yep. Me and I could pretend I needed to get this star, but let's be honest here. I took one wheat once. Yeah, that's probably not a bad thing. How did you not get beat up? Well... no idea really. You're probably not asking me though. The higher hand also has a red coin, so we have to get up there. I would on my own, but kind of forgot. Man's rerolled for hundreds, but not... oh, fuck. Well, what can
hopefully experience wasn't that bad, Nobi.
So luckily for me over here, yeah, those hands are climbable. A fact that might not be very well known, but you get to know it now. Which is probably the least painful way to climb this instead of counting on the bubbles and then they pop because they have reached the maximum height. Because wheat may also you out. Yeah, that sounds fair. Okay, that's 4 red coins. Oh boy. The other 4 should by well be on the other platform. We're so referring to you calling them the smokies. I doubt that's the biggest problem in the world. Okay, yep. Yeah, using common sense, even if you forget, you can figure out that there would be 4 coins on the one platform and 4 coins on the other platform.
If I remember correctly, Kaze claimed that he made the LSD course while on drugs.
I wouldn't be surprised by that, but I feel like it's not true for this specific case. I'm not sure. We have to ask Kaze in this case.
Might have to check with him later.
Definitely a good idea to check. This is one of those claims that we better know for sure from the source.
Yeah.
Aren't weeps more dangerous than wheats? Nah, there's people for everything. Okay, here's Goomba Bros 2, but it's too late, we already got Goomba Bros 1. That was kind of the whole point. So here's the minigame house. You unlocked it with 20 stars with the first 2 minigames, but I unlocked this extra because I had to. And that's a good thing, because this is like the one fun minigame in here. Which means I'm shifting on Hexagon Heat and Whack-A-Mole. Yes, but Whack-A-Mole really isn't fun with the 64 set of controls. Now this thing over here. you collect coins while trying not to die to the quicksand. Honestly, that's quite the vibe. We do that already, and we might as well do that for a high score, why not? You're also pelted from above by the moles, not only with coins, but with those rocks that they usually throw, as you can see. Whoops, I unfocused the game. I just pressed on my laptop touchpad, that was great. But yeah, those usually never hit you, or if they hit you, you're probably standing on the edges of the flower, so you probably deserve to be hit anyway, because that's kind of the point. Okay, that's 75, and I'm suddenly going to quit without going for a high score, because this is still supposed to be a speedrun a little bit. You cannot attend a college in the USA without being exposed to it in some capacity? Yeah, but I'm not going to get into whether that's true or not, or what the implications are, because that's not the topic at hand with this run. So at this point, I have the 80 stars. Mostly the ones that were intended to be obtained by this route. Which means now I have just one Bowser fight remaining. I think I'm past the 2 hours, and depending on whether I'm on like 205 or something, it might mean meeting the estimate or not really. Bell, I'm fucking going to ban you, but again, sadly you're mod 2. Very select amount of alcoholic stuff tastes good, but being druggy is blah. Yeah, basically. You're past 210. Okay, this will be a little bit above estimate, so I guess I will try my best in beating Bowser 3 first try and then the fight, and then we are not going to watch the credits, because that's just cringe time was. I don't mind not talking credit stuff, because this run was all over the place. It went fine, but yeah, for production value, I think I could do better. It's because I'm bi-weekly. Yeah, but like, it's still a cringe meme, honestly. But anyway, so here's the final Bowser level of this game. Quote-unquote Bowser, I should call it a boss level instead. It's Rashay Smooth Sailor because of the name of that guy who was drawn in MS Paint and stole our Peach earlier. Who is the actual final boss of this game. Because, fun fact, the second boss was also Shadow Mario, because Bowser is dead after, well, dying in the first Bowser course. That's how it works. The guy is dead, and he doesn't come back alive like every single time in a Mario game. Brutal world, I know. Yup, that could yes, nice, amazing. Yeah, that's why you don't do a side flip over there. And you don't do many other... Don't grab star 81. Oh, go to hell. Crowman was also drawn in MS Paint. I mean, yes, but that's not really relevant to the game. Don't kill Bowser Sage.
Also Bowser dead in Last Impact. Huh. Death makes you die.
Yeah, that makes you die. Really untypical for a Mario game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Other than Peach being a Yoshi. Nah, that's enough of an Easter egg, honestly.
Yeah, it's just Mario fans when they hear about death. Whoa.
Okay, so good time to mention, because I had to do this a second time. Basically, I'm probably the only person in the world who you will see do Ice Tower first, because, well, it's the thing you're near when you begin the level. And finally, the cycle is convenient for me when I do it this way. I can just do a wall jump here and not have to do that, but anyway. Like, the cycle of the ice balls is convenient for me, and I kind of know where to step if I do Ice Tower first, which is why I tend to do it first, even though it's probably not the best idea. You should probably do Electric first, the tower that you will see me do last instead, because if you do that one first, you can afford to do some skips and not lose all the progress if you happen to fail the skips. But yeah, so it's basically those 4 trials on the 4 towers without dying. Kind of a task. Definitely gotta say that much. In this one, if you come to the Cloud trial over here, you also get a bonus of Fire Mario, because you need to do some stuff with the Fire Mario here. For example, lighting up this chandelier, which gives you an extra platform. The other 2 also give you 2 extra platforms. I don't really recommend lighting up all of them. You can get the red coin with just the one that I have activated, because it's not that high. And otherwise the platforming can get weird. Stuff like that. Just nuggets of fast impact wisdom for free. Even though this ROM hack has definitely seen this marathon quite a number of times. No matter who was doing runs of it. And the one place where I actually use Fire Mario in a useful way other than that chandelier is killing that Skullbuck while ledge grabbing. Which also probably wouldn't be necessary if I did skips, but again, a little bit too late for that now. Firefall destroys the ice balls. Yeah, that's also true, but I trust myself more with the movement on the ice tower at the start of the level, as opposed to first grabbing Firefall and then destroying the ice balls. That's saying something. Maybe I should change that? But on the base of fast impact junk, I won't for now. You know, they say Bell fight fire with fire. Well, anyway. So here's our final boss. He looks amazing. Yeah, that's just for sure. I am lowering the camera horizon a little bit so I see the platforms better while I get up there, and then I will raise it again. Oh, toasters, toast. Yep. They also say that. And nice. He didn't get 81, let's fucking go. Come on, CB. I'm only doing it because you told me to, but I would do it for safety. Especially in a marathon where safety is important. So yeah, all the bad practices here for free. But yeah, so for now this guy's invincible, so the only thing we can do is basically just run around until he decides to be bored and chases us around and does stuff. Which is like a scripted event that takes a good minute or so. You still need to move around without stopping, otherwise he will deal damage to you that is not scripted and probably kill you. But other than that, the success condition is... yeah, there we go. Unless I jinx it and he dies to Rocher. Yeah, I mean... better than the other random route run, but I guess shoutouts to the route itself for that. Okay, so here are the Goomba Bros who beat up earlier. The story with them is that they tried to steal stars and they stole 2 stars because you fight them 2 times. And they decided they are going to be more powerful than regular Goombas. They're just going to disobey Bowser and steal Peach themselves. Very admirable goal. But then they also got captured alongside Peach with by this guy over here. And now they're going to help Mario fight this guy because, well, that's the sensible thing to do. And meanwhile, this guy decided to turn into his semi-perfect vulnerable form. Freaking genius of a villain. You know it. And the best way to fight this is, well, stay around the central platform and wait for that guy to appear in a good position overall. It's kind of an ungrateful task to do because if you stay on the platform exactly, usually he will dodge you or he will shoot at you. So you kind of need to lure him, but again the best idea is to stay around the center.
Quick question, does timing end whenever you kill Rocher?
No, in theory it ends after the credits, but for the sake of this run, let's end it after I talk to Peach, which is like, I go to Peach, a couple of text boxes, and then some fade to credits, basically.
Alright.
I will try to call it as good as possible for this occasion. Yeah, that's...
Alright, good to know, Mushie.
Yeah, of course. God. Yeah, that's the annoying thing, you need to hit the head, but... You know what no, I don't know what they say, actually. I don't know what they say for these situations. Why does time end on credits? Because you need to press A twice in order to advance the text box at the end of the credits. It's a really obsolete thing, actually, and there's really no reason to not update it. It's just we've been holding on it because we are lazy, and also I was like telling Marv, wait until I get world record first, which is actually fucking stupid, and we should really not do that. Maybe the timing should just be changed, but it takes, wait, and time, for the sake of this. Because I'm also behind and the previous run was behind, it would be the best if I just cut the run here. You can watch as much of the credits as are left before our host switches to the next run. Next run should be, I think, Void of Insanity by Mati, so that's yet another Kaizo banger, question mark, we'll see. Stay tuned for more SRM runs.
I'm signing out with this.